Happy holidays. This is Yarrow, giving you a further adventure here in the ZFM. What we're going to do today is a torque testing demonstration of the ZFM, and also give you some relative numbers that you can work with. Anyway, when you look at this, the torque testing device is in actuality very similar to what Peter Lindemann demonstrated in his video. And in reality, it's some very basic principles that were utilized back in the 1850s or in that time period to measure torque. This particular device is in actuality a lever arm with twin scales that are used to measure the load on the shaft. We have the twin scales right here, the 0 to 1,000 grams OHAU scales, and there's a 5/8 leather strap with the rough side wrapped around the 1/2-inch diameter shaft. You got to do the rough side. And what we do here is, in reality, we utilize the weight, which is, of course, just an ordinary bottle of water. And this bottle of water is taken down on the shaft to adjust the load. It makes it very convenient from a testing standpoint. We also have changed the configuration of the amperage data act side of it to have a direct read from the battery. We're looking at the entire system now, and currently is reading about a slight little offset, negative 0.01, 0.02, but that's not really significant. Anyway, we do have the ZFM in a very mild state of tune, very mild actually, and the voltage here is 37.75 under load. And let's just do a quick look at it, see what we have. We'll do a speed test here without any load. About 6275 RPM, and the load reading here on screen is about 0.33. Gives us a base point, and again it's at 37.75 volts. Let's do an adjustment and see what happens. I'm going to put a certain amount of load on it, roughly 300 grams. You will note that the motor has slowed down. Now let's just do a little zoom on screen here. Give you an indication of what it looks like. And we're pulling about 0.6263 amps. Speed-wise, about 5,021 RPM. And let's take a closer look at what the actual loads are here. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this, but we'll give it a try. So, just kind of looking at it, you can see that we have about 300 grams on the front scale. Right here. Actually, the reading is about 325, and we have about 25 on the rear scale. So we got approximately 300. And the basic load reading, or the amp reading here on screen, somewhere around, let's call it 0.66. Now, go back to the device here, and let's zoom back. I'll show you what happens if I bounce this. You can physically see the changes that happen on the scales. I think you can anyway. See it bounce around. So that shows it basically operational mode. Let's shut it down and see if we can start it. All right. We've seen that the load has dropped off, and let's start it. This is counterclockwise rotation, by the way. You can essentially see that it did start, and we can go back down and take a closer look at the load and the amperage load, and it appears to be very similar to the prior set. No major change. So I think that at this point you have a sense of what Egyptian engineering can accomplish and what low tech can accomplish. Till next time, thank you for watching.